Kingdom of Wisdom and the Last Four Words. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, where majestic mountains embraced lush green valleys, there lay a kingdom called Aravinda. This is no ordinary kingdom, but a place where wisdom and art are honored as the most sacred treasures. Every morning, when the first sunlight shines on the sparkling roofs, the people of Aravinda start a new day with a passion for learning and creativity. Everyone believes that knowledge and art are the keys to opening the door to a better world. From small children to the elderly, everyone has a desire to learn and create. That's why this kingdom always shines as a beacon of knowledge and culture, attracting passionate souls from all over the world. Running the kingdom is a special king, King Samrat. While his predecessors were only interested in expanding territory and consolidating power, his heart burned with another desire, a strong desire for knowledge. He dreamed of a kingdom that was not only powerful in terms of military strength, but also prosperous in terms of intelligence. A place where every citizen is a bright light, shining the light of understanding into every corner of life. As Samrat's gaze swept across the rows of houses looming behind the trees, he saw the image of a bright future, an eternal dynasty, where everyone lived in peace and prosperity, not thanks to the power of weapons, but by the power of knowledge. He believes that only when every person has access to the most noble knowledge will the kingdom truly enter a golden age. On a foggy morning, King Samrat summoned his most loyal and talented minister, Manindra. The atmosphere became solemn when Manindra knelt before the king. His eyes filled with respect, but could not hide his curiosity about the reason for his sudden summons. With a deep voice, King Samrat said, "Hey Manindra, my loyal servant, who has always been by my side through the ups and downs of the kingdom. Today, I have a special mission for you. I want you set out, travel to all four corners of the world, searching for and collecting all the quintessence of philosophy in the world." Manindra feels this is not an ordinary mission, but a journey that can last a lifetime. He knew that this task would be extremely difficult, requiring him to sacrifice time, effort, and possibly even his life. However, without the slightest hesitation, Manindra bowed his head and replied, "I will obey your command, my king. Even if I have to go to the ends of the earth, I will still bring you the quintessence of noble wisdom of humanity." Manindra's loyalty and devotion were like a burning fire, warming the cold space of the palace. Manindra entered the journey with a burning heart and bright eyes of faith. Before his eyes is a vast world, full of mysteries and challenges. His first steps led him through the harsh Thar desert, where the hot sand burned his skin and the wind carried the whispers of lost souls. Then the deep green jungles welcomed him, where reclusive Brahmins imparted ancient philosophies. Manindra listened passionately, each word like precious gems stuck in his mind. On the high Himalayan peak, amidst the mist, he met an old Taoist who opened the door to the mysterious spiritual world for him. In a small village along the Ganges River, Manindra met an old monk and heard about the Buddha's journey, about the light of enlightenment that dispelled the darkness of ignorance. The story was like a light, illuminating the deepest corners of Manindra's soul, making him begin to look at life with a different set of eyes. 30 years have passed like a long breath. Manindra not only gathered knowledge from sages, but also from dirty farmers, skillful craftsmen, and even children with pure smiles. Each encounter is a lesson. Each story is a piece of the colorful picture of life. The journey not only challenges the body, but also the mind. There are times when the call of power and materialism are like fierce waves, wanting to wash away Manindra's determination. But he still stood firm like a rock in the middle of the sea, steadfast in his noble mission. With each mile, Manindra gradually changed. From a person who simply sought knowledge in books and teachings, he learned to listen to the voice of the wind, read the poems hidden in each contour of the leaves, and feel the heartbeat of the universe in each breath. He realized that true knowledge does not lie in yellowed pages of books, but is present in every moment of life, in every smile, tear, and even in the most seemingly trivial things. When Manindra returned on the occasion of the king's 50th birthday, the whole court was shocked by the camel caravan carrying thousands of precious books. King Samrat, although happy with the achievements of his loyal minister, could not help but be overwhelmed by that huge amount of knowledge. With worried eyes, he gently asked Manindra to refine the essence of philosophy so that he could comprehend it for the rest of his life. Regardless of age and fatigue, Manindra set out again. He diligently researched and filtered every page of the book, every sentence, as if he were squeezing every precious drop of water from the vast ocean of knowledge. 10 years passed like a blink of an eye, and Manindra returned with 500 quintessential books. But as fate would have it, King Samrat is now old, tired, and his time is running out. During this final journey, Manindra begins to question the nature of knowledge and happiness. Are those lofty philosophies really necessary, or is simplicity and kindness the key to life? With a heavy heart, he poured all his heart into a single book, condensing the essence of all human knowledge. When Manindra entered the palace for the last time, his heart ached at the sight of King Samrat lying paralyzed on a hospital bed, breathing weakly. The old king's eyes still sparkled with a desire for knowledge, but now it was mixed with acceptance of fate. In a hushed voice, the king asked for one last thing, a single sentence, summarizing all human knowledge that he could take with him into eternity. In the quiet room, Manindra stood before King Samrat with a heavy heart. His hands trembled, his eyes filled with tears as he looked at the old king dying on the hospital bed. Many years of searching for knowledge, and now it all must be summed up in 4 words. He took the pen and with a steady handwriting wrote on the piece of paper, birth, old age, illness, death. King Samrat, with a weak breath, read those words. Suddenly, a gentle smile appeared on his lips. In the last moment of his life, the old king suddenly realized that, no matter how much profound knowledge and sublime philosophies he had, life always returned to the simple yet profound laws of nature. This color. With a look of peace, the king closed his eyes, carrying his understanding of the nature of human life into eternity. Manindra knelt down beside the bed. He suddenly realized that his entire life of searching for knowledge, although arduous and long, had finally led to such a simple but profound truth. True knowledge does not lie in thick books or lofty theories, but in accepting and embracing life with all its impermanence. From that day on, Manindra devoted his remaining years to spreading what he had learned, but this time not through books or explanations, but with love, compassion, and sincere sharing with everyone. Under his guidance, the kingdom of Aravinda gradually transformed, becoming a place where people lived simply, appreciating every moment of life. They no longer chased distant knowledge, but learned to love and live in harmony with each other and with nature, with a deep understanding of the law of birth, old age, sickness, death of life. 3 Buddhist lessons are summarized from the story. At the end of the story, the kingdom of wisdom in the last 4 words, 3 profound Buddhist lessons experienced and concluded by Manindra and the kingdom of Aravinda can be summarized as follows. 1. Impermanence, anicca. Accepting the flow of life, Manindra's search and learning process, as well as the life of King Samrat, deeply illustrate impermanence in Buddhist teachings. All things and phenomena in life cannot avoid change. From adventures to intellectual discoveries, finally returning to the 4 words birth, aging, sickness, death, the truths about life that everyone must face. Accepting impermanence helps us free ourselves from suffering and live a more meaningful life. 2. The truth of suffering, dukkha, understanding and accepting suffering as a part of life. Manindra's long and miserable journey was not only a search for knowledge, but also a journey of facing and accepting received suffering. Each step is not only about exploring the outside world, but also about facing challenges, loss, and suffering within yourself. This lesson about suffering helps both Manindra and the people of the kingdom of Aravinda understand that suffering is inevitable, but how we receive and learn from it is important. 3. Nirvana. Finding peace through simplicity and compassion. When Manindra returned and decided to spend the rest of his life spreading love and compassion, he chose a path simpler to live and teach. Instead of relying on complex book knowledge, he chose to live and educate through love, sharing and understanding the simple truths of life. This is a lesson about finding nirvana, the state of liberation from all suffering and afflictions, through inner peace and deep understanding of the true nature of life. These lessons do not only apply to Manindra or King Samrat, but are also valuable lessons for everyone, helping us to perceive and live this life more calmly and fully. Dear ladies and gentlemen, you have just listened to a video from the Buddhist Folktales collection, which is broadcast at 7 p.m. every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday on the YouTube channel Buddhistory Master You. We sincerely thank you for watching. To not miss the upcoming episodes, please remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. If you find the content useful, please share this video with your family and friends. Your feedback is very valuable to us. Please leave a comment below the video so we can discuss and share together. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha.